what could be possibly better than this? You just closed on your new construction, brand new home in New Braunfels. You're enjoying everything about it on the inside and on the outside. What? Where's our grass? What's going on here?
Like, I have homeowners call me weekly. Hey, when am I getting my sod? When am I getting my sod?
It's the new Braunfels Grass Ban. What the heck is this ban all about? What does this mean for you? And will this ban ever come to an end? All of this in today's video. If you guys are new here to my channel, thank you so much for hopping on, because every week we're trying to put out relevant content just like this about what it's like to live in New Braunfels. There's a ban right now on fully landscaped, 100% landscaped new construction homes in New Braunfels. The restriction is for New Braunfels utility customers, and that water coverage, as you can see right here on this map, spreads beyond the city limits, impacting tens of thousands of people. It's called the 50-50 rule. Only 50% of your brand new home can have sod, whether that's the front, the side, or the backyard. Definitely not ideal if you have kids or pets tracking in dirt or mud from the backyard. All right, what's going on here? Well, the reason we have this restriction right now is because New Braunfels is under what's called a Stage 3 water restriction. The Stage 3 water restriction started at the end of June and is still going on. It was hot here this summer. You've heard us talk about it on previous videos for months, with little to no rain. And that lowered the water level in one of our main sources for water. It's called the Edwards Aquifer. The aquifer is a huge underground water basin, and the Comel Springs depends on the aquifer for its water. Here's what it looked like in August. You could literally walk on water. It was so dry. Here's what it looks like today. We're seeing a little bit more flow thanks to recent rainy days, which is good news. The rain we got recently leveled us up how much?
It took us up, like we were, at one point we were like almost 6 feet below the minimum for stage to get back to stage 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've been slowly crawling up there, and I think it brought it up another foot, a foot and some, but I think we're just a little less than 2 feet under that level that we have to be at.
And there you go. As you just heard from the builder, the water is starting to level up, but we're still not out of the woods to the point where we can be lifted from the Stage 3 water restriction. Here's what the Stage 3 water restriction means, whether you're a new construction, brand new home in New Braunfels, or you have an existing older home. You can water your grass with a sprinkler or irrigation system 1 day a week, every other week. So that's once every other week, before 10 a.m. and after 8 p.m. And the days are designated by the last digit in your street address. Now, you can water your grass every day, but it has to be by hand. Handheld hose, drip irrigation, a bucket, or soaker hose. Let's just ignore the Stage 3 water restriction. I mean, who's gonna know if you're watering your grass with your irrigation system and sprinkler every day? The utility company will know, and they do know. You see these boxes in front of homes? There are 2 water meters in there. 1 meter is hooked up to your irrigation system, the other one to your house.
I see people driving all the time, MBU cars. They're seeing if people are actually, seeing sprinklers go off at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. They're driving around and checking it. They're also pulling water meter reports as well. So, like, let's say Joe Blow at 473 Rosemellow is using 100 gallons every day to water their garden.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're an automatic violation right there. Because you're watering every day, and we can tell your water meter is going off every day for your irrigation side. And they're getting pinged on that.
See, utility company is watching. So if you get caught not obeying the Stage 3 water restriction, the company may just give you a slap on the wrist the first time. The second offense, they're not going to be so forgiving. They're going to likely fine you $500, and that $500 will show up on your water bill. Now you can file a variance with the utility company to get your own grass installed, whether it's the front yard, backyard, or everything, after you close on your new construction house. Wait a second, I thought the builder was responsible for putting in the grass. They are, but they're not going to install your grass until the stage 3 water restriction is lifted. If they did it before then, they're going to get fined. So again, if you don't want to wait for the grass to be installed by the builder, just file a variance with the utility company to install your own grass. But guys, keep this in mind. Even if you file that variance to install your own grass and it's installed, the same stage 3 water restriction rules apply to you. You can still only water your grass once a day, every other week, by sprinkler or irrigation or by hand, as we showed you. You can do that every day. Now back to the home builders, because this stage 3 water restriction is falling heavily on home builders in New Braunfels. Some builders in newer communities are installing grass only in the front yard, and that's the 50-50 rule I mentioned earlier, the one enforced by the utility company. Other builders in developing neighborhoods here are leaving the entire lot dirt, no grass anywhere. And that's because in some instances, home builders in New Braunfels have purchase orders with contractors who come in and lay the sod before you close on your house. And those companies are saying, look, we're not going to come out right now. We're not going to come out and lay the grass because it may die. We're going to wait till the stage 3 water restriction is lifted. So you're stuck with either all dirt or some grass. Now, check with your HOA first, but zeroscaping is an option. Gravel, dirt, or plants that don't require irrigation. You can also ask your builder if they have a green mesh like this that can cover your front yard while you're waiting for the real stuff. And again, if the HOA allows it. I'm trying to be as thorough as possible on this video. Obviously, we need more rain to snap this stage 3 water restriction we've been under for months now. We need the kind of rain that we saw in 2021, where it rained seemingly for 2 months straight. We don't need that much rain, but a few days of that, something sustainable is what we need to be downgraded to a stage 2 water restriction. A stage 2 water restriction says you can water your grass with your irrigation or sprinkler once a week. A stage 1 water restriction, the same thing. Water your grass with your sprinkler or irrigation once a week. And again, the days that you can water are designated by the last digit in your address. An important note here, the stage 3 water restriction we've been under for several months now, guys. If we mentioned this is caused by the dry weather, the hot weather, the lack of rain to no rain. Mother Nature, something beyond our control. But it is not caused by your builder, but I understand the builders are on the front line, and the builders are the ones taking the brunt of the phone calls and the frustrations right now. But give your frustrations to me. Let me know, guys, in the comment section below. This is my favorite part of the video. Spill your guts. What are you guys going through? What's it been like for you? How are you coping with this? And for those of you wanting to move here and who can put this to the side, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can email me, you can call me, or you can shoot me a text. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching our videos, and we'll see you on the next one.